other day at a Barack Obama fundraiser, comedian Bernie Mac took some heat for telling a joke. That's right. I said comedian Bernie Mac. Not preacher Bernie Mac. Not televangelist Bernie Mac. Comedian Bernie Mac took some heat for telling a joke. And he was not the first person ever to tell this joke. In fact, it was a joke I've been telling for 20 years. 20 years. In fact, for those of you who haven't heard the joke already, our resident comedian Bobby T is about to tell it for you. Roll, Bobby.
My nephew came to me the other day and said, "What's the difference between a hypothetical question and a realistic question?" So I thought for a moment. And I said, I'll tell you what. Go upstairs and ask your mama, would she sleep with the mailman for $500,000? A few minutes later, he comes back. And he says, Mama told me not only would she sleep with the mailman, she'd sleep with the fireman and half the police force for $500,000. So I said, okay. Now go in the kitchen and ask your sister, would she sleep with the guy next door for $500,000? He goes in the kitchen, comes back a few minutes later and tells me, sister tells him not only would she sleep with the guy next door, she'd sleep with the guy across the street and half the neighborhood for $500,000. So I look at him and I tell him, okay, there you have it. Hypothetically speaking, we should be rich. But in reality, we're just living with a couple of tramps.